Hi guys, my name is Nonima Tigela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about Judge Ratha and the way he treats the defense lawyers, especially Advocate Mnisi at this stage. In the courtroom of Gauteng High Court, silence gives way too much of shock. Too much. A moment so sharp, it sliced straight through the tension already hanging in the air in that courtroom. There's a lot of things that are going on there. There is absolutely a lot. The way he was sitting there looking at Advocate Mnisi, and the one thing that came out of his mouth, every day he is like that when it comes to Advocate Mnisi. He is condescending when it comes to the defense lawyers, including the witnesses in any case. He said, I don't think you understand law better than me. A statement was not whispered, not softened, delivered with full authority of the bench and with the entire court hanging on every syllable. Advocate Mnisi tried to assert himself, pushing his interpretation, pressing the judge on points he insisted were being overlooked. But the judge drew the boundary right there, a reminder of hierarchy, a reminder of power in a very condescending manner. This wasn't just correction, it was declaration, a moment that crystallized the struggle for control in a trial already weighed down by contradictions, missing statement, and clashing legal strategies. And people were left like, Bible, did he just say that? That's what, like, even us who were not in court, as we were listening. In the sense of you made a trial, each day brings confrontation, each witness a new twist, each lawyer a new battle. But that day, on Thursday, it was the judge who delivered the knockout blow. And his words will echo long after the session adjourned. I don't think you understand law better than me. That was Judge Ratha Mokgoatlheng to Advocate Mnisi, because Judge Ratha Mokgoatlheng does not like it at all. When you challenge him and when he is wrong, no one just challenges him. When he is wrong, way out of line, he will bring those. He will stop the courtroom cold with his condescending remarks, disrespectful demeanor. Advocate Charles Mnisi, a man never afraid to challenge the bench, stepped forward once again to dispute the judge's interpretation of law. But this time, his pushback sparked something unexpected. Judge Ratha Mokgoatlheng was very dramatic. He was very dramatic. And when he said that, I don't think you understand the law better than me, for a second, the entire courtroom froze. Even Mnisi, at some point, he was like caught off guard. Even seasoned reporters glanced at each other in disbelief that were sitting there in that courtroom. This wasn't just a slap down. It was a reminder the hierarchy in this courtroom is not up for negotiation. That was Judge Ratha. For years and for weeks, the Senzo Meyiwa trial has seen heated exchange, from missing statement to contradictions to battle over evidence that refused to end. But that day, in the judge's way of doing things, his fashion style, it's his fashion style. It was the judge who delivered the headline of the moment. I know the law better than you. And he said it firmly, unshaken, unmoved, rude. He was more saying, this is my courtroom and you will not school me on the law. That's what he was saying, kahle kahle. And just like that, the tension in the courtroom reached a whole new level, because the abuse is going all the way up all the time. Or the abuse goes all the way up all the damn time. Judge Ratta, guys. And the trial continues. One thing is certain, control in that courtroom is rudely in Judge Mukhuatleng's hands. And he's not afraid to remind anyone who challenges him that I'm the boss. He's not. And the way he does that, it's not even nice. Oh, I tell you, it's not even nice. Judge Ratta will come for you, not sideways. He will come straight to you. And one thing that is irritating about that situation is that Judge Ratta is only rude to the defense lawyers. He is a rude man to the defense lawyers only, not to the state. He will never speak like that to Baloyi. He will never speak like that to Baloyi. The Senzo Meyiwa trial is one of the most highly pressure, emotional loaded, and publicly scrutinized cases in recent South African history. In this climate, Judge Ratta Mukhuatleng's sharp, sometimes most of the time, condescending remarks to members of the defense and Advocate Mnisi, to be specific, have becoming defining moments. That's what he does in that courtroom. Firstly, Judge Ratta's personality and judicial style is one of the worst that I've seen in courtrooms. Judge Ratta Mukhuatleng is old school. Of course, I agree with that. But also, Judge Ratta Mukhuatleng is still on the apartheid times. How he does things, he does them the way things were done in the apartheid time. He comes from a time of judges who ruled by authority, hierarchy, zero tolerance for challenge, strict courtroom discipline. But his discipline is always one-sided in the Senzo Meyiwa trial. His tone often reflects a belief that the bench must not be questioned, especially on legal interpretations. This creates moments where his comments land as condescending, sharp, dismissive, emotionally charged. For example, that statement of, I don't think you understand law better than me. This is not correction. It's a declaration of a rank. Why must he do that? Why must it always be landing in those places? Why does he always clash mostly with defense counsel? Defense lawyers push harder now because they are sick and tired of him. The defense team is repeatedly raising issues like missing statements, procedural unfairness, police misconduct, undisclosed evidence. These are serious accusations against the state, and each time they question fairness, the judge appears to interpret it as a challenge to his courtroom authority, of which that is not the case. And more often, Advocate Mnisi and Ramsipile of late, even Mshololo sometimes, frequently they interject or insist on clarifications. In many courts, this is normal. In Judge Ratta's courtroom, he sees it as disrespect. I don't understand how and why. They challenge his rulings directly. Mnisi is known for questioning ruling with phrases like, but my lord, with respect, that is not correct. This triggers the judge immediately. He gets very angry. 3 incidents that show his condescension. The famous comment to Mnisi, I don't think you understand law better than me. This came after Mnisi tried to push procedural arguments the judge felt was already settled. It revealed in irritation, frustration, a desire to shut down the debate, and need to re-establish hierarchy. The shut up moment. During a heated exchange, the judge snapped at Mnisi, you must shut up. This was one of the most shocking moments because it crossed from judicial fairness or firmness into personal insult. That's what he did there. Repeated sarcasm toward Mshololo. Judge Mukhuatleng often uses sarcastic tone with the advocate. Please try to listen. I don't know if you understand what is happening. You are making the weather cloudy. This suggests frustration with her constant procedural objections. Judge Rata is so cringe, guys, in that courtroom. There was also tense exchanges with Ramsipil. At some point, Ramsipil asked, is that an order or a ruling, my lord? The judge responded with visible irritation. He hates being asked to clarify what he sees as obvious. But he was happy with that. But still, his demeanor was very showing. What these remarks reveal about Judge Mokgoatleng is that he has low tolerance for perceived disrespect. Anything that feels like a challenge to his authority results in an emotional reaction. That is just him. He prioritizes speed over debate. He wants the trial to move forward, and prolonged legal arguments irritate him. But that only happens when it's the defense. He sees himself as an expert. He makes it clear he believes he is the most knowledgeable legal figure in the courtroom. He doesn't care whether he's right or wrong, by the way. Also, he is balancing public scrutiny. The trial is televised. His image matters. He reacts strongly when he feels lawyers are theatrical for cameras. But he is the one that is dealing with his own image because it's on the floor. Whenever he thinks, no, they are being on the theater, it's him who is on the theater. Legal consequences on his tone. While judges can be firm, remarks like, shut up, you don't understand the law, listen, you are confusing yourself, may raise questions about bias, fairness, judicial intemperament, whether the defense gets a full fair hearing, which they don't. These remarks could one day be grounds for appeal, complaints to JSC, accusations of biasness, of being biased. Equally, especially in such a high-stakes trial. And this affects the atmosphere in the court. The courtroom becomes tense, combative, defensive, emotionally charged. Defense lawyers become less cooperative. The judge becomes more irritated. Witnesses become nervous. The public becomes more suspicious of the justice process. It also creates a narrative of state versus defense versus judge, a triangle tension. A judge under pressure, a court under fire. Judge Rata Mokgoatleng's condescending remarks are not random emotional outbursts. They arise from a traditional hierarchical judicial mindset, a high-pressure trial, defense lawyers who push aggressively, public spotlight, a desire to maintain tight control. The result is a courtroom where every word carries weight and every condescending remark becomes a viral moment. And Judge Rata does not seem to care about any of that. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts when it comes to Judge Rata? I think he's a rude man because his anger is always directed to the defense. That's when I have a problem. So I can't make excuses for him over his age. Let's talk with comment section. Thank you so much. I'll see you on our next video. Bye-bye.